to show that the following sequence is arithmetic and hence find the nth term. So if we're showing that something is arithmetic, what do you think we might do? We could, even more straightforward than that, what makes something an arithmetic sequence? Yeah, there's going to be the same difference, yes? So how can we show that something is arithmetic? By the difference between each of them and show it's the same number, yeah? Okay, so a lot of these show that question. It's not crazy maths, it's not really challenging maths in that respect, but you just have to understand what you're trying to do. So if we call this U1, U2, U3, U4, we could say that U2 subtract U1 is 4, U3 subtract U2, oh that's hurt my head, and is 4, and U4 subtract U3 is also 4. So since the difference is common, it is an arithmetic sequence. Okay, you would need to make some kind of statement to make sure that you have actually shown that it is, and you may get away with just doing some working like this, but more likely you're going to need to make that statement just to clarify that you understand what the deal is. And then it says hence find the nth term. So at this point is where we would probably then go to the formula. Do you remember what the formula for UN was, or do we remember where we would find it? Yes. But that's not being said, you can find it in your formula sheets. So those are the right things we have. Alright, so we know that U1 is what? And we know that D is 4. And we're trying to find the nth term, so we're going to keep our n. So UN equals 20 plus n minus 1 multiplied by 4. We then expand our bracket. And by join like that. Okay. Right, this is where things get interesting for some people. They start having a little bit of panic. You've got things like letters involved. They're not N's that we used to do, and there's no D's. They start having panic. So, calm yourself. Have a look at the question, and let's establish what we know about these things. So they've asked us to find K. They've told us that 3K plus 1, K, and negative 3 are consecutive terms. What does consecutive mean? One after the other. Okay, so they're consecutive terms of an arithmetic sequence. What does that mean? If I listed 3K plus 1, K and negative 3, what do I know about this sequence, given that it's an arithmetic sequence? It has the same difference. Yes, you'll have that. Yeah. That means that this term, subtract this term, has to be equal to this term, subtract this term. Yes? Okay, so they have the same difference. So that means that I can say that K subtracts 3K plus 1 is equal to negative 3 subtract K. Now, whilst that looks a little bit crazy, I know you are all capable mathematicians. You can easily solve that. We only have one unknown. So what would I do to solve it? What's the first thing I need to do? Spell in brackets. Use that for me, please. Nice. Then what do we do to solve equations? Okay, so we need all the letters together and we need all the numbers. on the other side ideally. Okay, so we've got k minus 3k, we've got a negative k on the right hand side. So to undo that, we need to add k to both sides, and we need to add 1 to both sides, because we need to get rid of that. So we've got k minus 3k plus k on here, and we've got negative 3 plus 1. Okay, so these are the things that we reversed. So we've got k, take away 3k plus k gives us pressure.
Okay, so that's going to be minus 2 plus 3k. Well, that's well, 2 minus 2k, right? So the k minus 3. There has to be minus k. What?
So we've got a k here, take away 3k you said was negative 2k, and then you're adding a k to that. Yes? Okay, alternatively you could say this k plus this k is 2k, and then take away 3k, you've got negative k. Doesn't really matter how you join them, but get practice. Remember, there are certain things that I'm just going to assume you can do these things. Okay, negative 3 plus 1 is almost. Be careful, yeah, negative 2. So if negative k is negative 2, then k is positive 2. Okay? Alright, so an arithmetic sequence with u3 equals 8 and u8 equals negative 17. Find the 15th term. Now, to be honest, hate to burst your bubbles, but these are the kinds of questions that are more likely. Okay? Those other ones were like easing you in. This one is more likely to happen. So, u3 is 8. So we then have to think about, well, u3, going to the formula, let me go back to the formula now. Un equals u1 plus n minus 1 d. Okay, so we don't know u1 and we don't know d for either of them. Okay, but we can write ourselves an expression knowing that the value of the term is 8. So for u3, I know that the value of the n is 3, yes? And I know that actually the term u3 is 8. So what that means is I can write an equation that 8 is equal to u1 plus, can I write 2d? No, I won't, I'll do this. Need 3 minus 1d. Okay, so what I've done is I've just substituted in the two things that I do know. So I do know the term itself, so that's the actual 8 equals, and then I know the value of n. So obviously I can then simplify that to the u of the 2. Here's the exciting thing, they've given us another piece of information. So we're going to do the same thing for this. So I know that n is 8 and the actual term is negative 17. So negative 17 is equal to u1 plus 8 minus 1d. So negative 17 is u1 plus 7d. Oh, now we're excited. Because we've got two equations. We've got two unknowns. So we're going to be solving tedious equations. Exciting. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get it done. We're good. So obviously if this was on paper 1, you would need to make sure that you can solve these by hand. If it's on paper 2, what feature of your character can you use? Got the solving simultaneous equations, feature of what's it? Yeah, okay, let's practice both. Okay, so there are our solutions. Obviously we will then stick at the scale equation to find okay, the thing with this one is you've got to be really careful because your original value is 25,600. Okay, so that's your original value. It decreases in value by $90 per month. So obviously we would subtract 90 from this to find what month 1. So we get 2, 5, 5, 10. Okay, so this would be month 1. So this is our original month. And that means that we are used to talking about term 1, 2, 3. So secretly, if you're going to say that you're looking at the number of months, you probably want to consider this as being your first term. Does that make sense? Otherwise, you're going to be finding the n value that is one less than the thing you're actually interested in. Okay? But it's much easier to think of this as your term 1 because that is after month 1. Does that make sense? Okay. I'm going to pull the end. Alright, so we get this value here, we've got 117.77. Now, obviously you can't leave this as an answer. We're always going to leave round something to 3 significant figures in IB. Okay, so it's really important that you are good at rounding to 3 significant figures. This one rounds anyway, but you have to think sensibly about these situations. Obviously you can't have 117.7 months. We're going to choose either 117 or 118. Now it has to be worth less than 15,000. We found the value that it is worth 15,000. So our answer has to round up. You all happy with that? And sometimes even if this did say 17.7, you may round it down to 117. It all depends on the question and how it's all set out, but just be careful with that. So for this one, it would be 118 months.